Before you answer my
Yeah.
question, and I'm so glad you said what you said, do you find that response that you just gave, right, having a hard or difficult conversation and working through that and doing those things, that's something that you learned on your own, or is that something that you learned through therapy, or is that something you learned in your education?
Good question.
Yeah.
It's something I picked up on my own. I think I'm just drawn to really interesting stories.
Right.
So I grew up reading like memoirs and that sort of thing.
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
like around that same time that my parents were getting divorced, I was reading like pretty intense, like really detailed stories
Yeah.
about people's like recovery or dealing with like, I don't know, all sorts of things, incarceration or the
Yeah.
like foster care system. So it's just really, I've always been fascinated just by people.
That's fantastic. It really is. Because it's an interesting space, right? Because they are hard conversations, and people that are going through this, right? People that are going through the custody cases or the divorce cases, when they come to us, oftentimes we hear their story, and as Janice said earlier, we kind of have to help them navigate to someone that can help work through that, because we can have some of those hard conversations, but we're not great at it, right? Oftentimes I tell people I'm not a feelings guy, so it's not a thing, right, where I want to. And when you said, which I hear almost consistently with therapists, is they meet the patient or the client where they're at.